Well, after days and days of rain and cold to the point where I had to turn on the little heater at night, we have a hot day. So we're staying in the shade. Seeking for truth has become like deep sea diving. In the very, very depths of the ocean are these fish. And as a tongue, they have a little light. And the little fish go for the light. I'm all excited. I see on the front of the video the calendar. That's not the calendar, the Greco-Roman calendar. And it's not the modern Jewish calendar, which was changed after the temple fell for the rabbis and Pharisees and Sadducees' own purposes. I'm excited. Click on that video. Shared it. And then getting to the end of the video, the man's talking about how there's no way any ancient Israelites, there's no Hebrews on the American continent. Impossible. Go all the way down or under the Horn. No, the Philippines has recorded history, and from there to the American West Coast does not require. And they were taken captive everywhere. The Bering Land Bridge or Ice Bridge, when the ice formed getting into the Americas. So I'll put a link down below to one of Nathan Reynolds' videos where he has all the evidence of a Hebrew presence in the Americas BC, before our common era. And life is just, the little truths just come out of, like, I'm researching a topic such as Melchizedek or Jubilees or something, and there will be this archaeologist who's also a Christian, or some researcher of the ancient texts like the Dead Sea Scrolls, and we'll get a little tidbit of truth out of that, and then woof, respond with Yahuwah's name, and they delete your comment. Like, if the Book of Enoch was not supposed to be part of the canon, then why is it mentioned by Yahusha's disciples? I don't even want to hear it. But every source, a little bit of truth I get, it's like, and even my videos, I'll get responses like, oh, this is great, I want to interview you. No, come be another little light in the mouth of a big fish. It's everywhere. They've infiltrated absolutely everything. And some will use Yahuwah's name as a little bit of truth to lure you in and then try to snap you up. I don't like to live a pair. I want to trust. I want to find people I can be in community with. I want people whose understanding resonates with mine. So far, no good. And I could be discouraged. But instead, I'm a little light. And I don't want to lose that light, because this is only temporary. It's only temporary. But yeah, different things like proof of the floods. because the giants were giants, and the flood started to come, creating mud as they tried to reach higher ground. Their feet got stuck in the mud, and so they pretty much drowned upright or died, and petrified in various positions. But initially, a lot of them were upright when they perished. And because gold is a heavier metal, when you go pan for gold, it's the one that's going to settle in the bottom. And you look in the rivers where, a rock causes the water to curl around, and you find the gold accumulating under that rock. Because it's heavier, it settles. And so when the giants died, the gold in their bodies settled. And that's why gold is found in veins. You go find that truth somewhere, but you will not find Yahuwah's name. You will not find anything, scripturally significant. They're just enchanted by the idea of giants. And this is why they want to hide the existence of giants, because that will validate that the flood actually happened and that scriptures tell the truth. So I'll put a link to a quick little video that I found. It's not the one I was introduced to the concepts of the giants drowning in the veins of gold, but it conveys the information. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. You're climbing around, you're like, dang, that sea salt is actually part of giants' bodies. That's why there's minerals mixed in it. And growing our fruits and vegetables and everything, caves walking up inside of giants, like it is insane. But so much has got to be presented in a way, like the history of the Celtics coming over and building castles, and the Cherokee observing the feast days, that cosmic law, that cosmic covenant, that cosmic contract, that cosmic Torah. The videos on Astro Legends TV, the very end of one, it talks about the language, and the language in the universe, the original language conveyed, had Yahuwah's name in it, the name. And we now know it as Paleo-Hebrew. So many treasures scattered about, but things like, I found so much information when I was alienated from Yahuwah in Paleolithic fiction stories. Gene Amul's Clan of the Cave Bear, the Sasquatch, and Bigfoot people. They were here all along. They were the original caretakers of the planet Earth that were genetically modified to speak the language that these Anunnaki, so that they could dumb them down and they couldn't have that empathic, intuitive, angelic speak any longer, where they felt and sensed one another perfectly and clearly, being in oneness. They had to take that away from them and force the slaves to speak like they spoke to keep them enslaved. Because the mind's able to be in oneness is a mind that can be in oneness with Yahuwah and Yahusha. Yahusha said, may they be one with me and with you as I am one with you. And in that gift, they cannot deceive you with that gift, as long as you know what oneness with Yahuwah through Yahusha feels like. It's absolutely incredible and uplifting to have these experiences. But the witte fish in the ocean, that's what we live in. We live in the deep, dark sea of darkness, of wreathing humanity in suffering. And we're little fish swimming amongst it, snagging these little bits of light, adding them, these acts of righteousness, of the set apart ones that become our garment, so that we can let go of the corruptible flesh. That understanding just came as I was speaking. And so we give thanks to Yahuwah in the name of Yahusha. El Shaddai, the one who told the expansion within himself to stop. These are your boundaries. These are your limits. El Shaddai. And the links are down below. Happy hunting.